Hi everybody, good afternoon. I know it's not the morning, I said it would be the morning, but things have been a lot more busier than what I thought, so doing it now. So it's nice and warm here. I hope you're warm, hope you're safe, hope you're happy. And there's a magpie, so I've just had to salute that magpie, okay? So don't know whether you guys do that. Do you salute magpies? This is your general tarot reading, no fixed sign. Also, it's for no fixed subject either. So if there is a heavy energy towards love, relationships, career, home, I will read it. Okay, so, and if it doesn't resonate, then that's fine. Watch me on Tuesday. It may resonate with you also. Lovely to see all your interaction with Through the Hermit's Door on Friday. I love that subject. I do love the subject about letting go because I can talk about it for a long time and so many different avenues, and it relates to so many people as well. Okay, so keep watching out for Through the Hermit's Door. It's going to be posted again on Friday, and I don't know what it's going to be about, so we'll see. So let's get going. What I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to do obviously your general read, get an overall clarifier, do the word card, which are these beautiful cards here, and I'm going to do a colour card for you. See if it connects to your aura, see if the word resonates, or see if it fits in with regards to what I'm reading about today, okay? So let's start, let's begin. So let's see what is coming up for my questioner. You're the questioner. Thank you. Yeah, see, sometimes the cards, when they fly out like that, there's a instant message, okay? And it's always beautiful. I just love how the universe communicates with me through these tarot cards, and it just always blows my mind, is what I want to say. Okay, you're the Hangman, the wounded healer. Doesn't mean you're wounded on a physical sense, but this is a state of, okay, a couple of ways I can read this. Is first and foremost, at the moment you could feel like nothing is really happening. So you could be waiting on a job situation. You could be waiting on movement with regards to where you're living. You could even be waiting on the actions of another person to see where things are going to go, type thing. Either way, you're waiting. You're seeing how things are going to play out. That's not a bad place to be. That's fine. It's not like, you're giving yourself any stresses with that. But what I do want to say is the reason why it's called the Wounded Healer is because he stands in his power. Although he's hanging from his foot there, he knows the truth within him, or her, it's not gender specific, and he sticks with that, okay? There's a lesson here when the Hangman comes up. The lesson is to be absorbed. The lesson is to identify what it is that you need to know. So sometimes we need to stay in that hangman state in order to process what that is. If we keep moving without taking a step back, then we're not necessarily going to see that wisdom that's going to come in for us. If you take a moment to stop, to breathe, to step back, to be objective, then it's going to become so much more clear for you, okay? I feel if you have a point about something, stand in your ground with regards to this. Don't be vocal necessarily, but just know that the truth always comes out in the end. The light always follows the dark. And whilst there might be people around you who don't necessarily agree with what you're saying or how you're going about things, if it feels right for you, then keep doing with that. That's really quite strong with this at the moment, guys. And the Hangman, with a lot of the tarot cards, I can look at them and yes, it has that staple meaning. But when I read it, I never give it just that staple meaning, because otherwise it's going to be very generic. But the Hangman in this instance, very strong. The first card is always the strongest because it's your energy. It's almost like, in this instance, hanging around isn't going to hurt you, basically, okay? They do say, because like he's gaining that wisdom there, you see that light around his head, all the chakras will slowly start to light up to be balanced until it reaches his third eye, which is just here, and then he's going to be so much more enlightened. The reason why he'll be enlightened is because he didn't make any knee-jerk decisions, he didn't react, he just let things play out, okay? You might see anger in other people, you might see annoyances in other people, you might see the unfairness in certain situations, but keep your energy centered. Don't kind of poke the fire type thing, okay, is what I want to say here. But with you being the Hangman and major arcana, this is extremely beautiful, okay? Yeah, that saying, silence is golden. Sometimes it is. Because the outside situation, the influencer, not that you're influenced by this, is the Star. You see how it pays off? 2 major arcana here, guys. This is a wish card. Now, this is a wish card on a karmic level. The thing about karma, or karmic tests even, we can go through certain things. We can react in certain ways. And the same thing will keep happening until we change our reaction to something, which is why the Hangman is coming in as a energy for you to say, don't always react. Just stay in that situation. Stay in that mindset of you growing for yourself, and all the good things come in the end to you guys. Whatever you wish for, you can have. This is finding that balance also with your spiritual self and your grounding self. But because it's coming in from an outside influence situation, it's coming to you. So if you're waiting on something, say for example, if you're waiting on a message from someone, don't hold your life on this kind of message, or email, or whatever that is, and keep looking. Keep doing what you're doing. Tidy your house, have a bath, whatever, but don't stay focused on it. But because you're the Hangman, it will come in, because the Star is coming in straight after that. So if you wish to hear from somebody, it will come in. If you're wishing to have that certain job, it will come in. If you're wishing to, whatever that is, you make it fit for you. There's a million trillion different kind of ways I could read this. But the Star is wonderful. Remember, it always follows the Hermit card. So the Hermit is that sense of soul searching, but I feel you may have even done that. You've gone past that bit, and now you're just trusting in the divine and waiting for the right things to come in at the right time. And that's a great place to be, guys, because there's no anxieties here. There's no second guessing here. And then it all starts to come in. You see how when we just loosen our grip with certain things, we get our wish. Not loosening the grip keeps what we want in the distance. This is a beautiful, beautiful, strong energy coming in. And isn't it nice this time how the external situation isn't one of annoying you? Because you've got the 6 of Wands in your position. Victory. I love this because the Hangman and the 6 of Wands shows, what I want to say about the Hangman is, you know, he or she, it's not gender specific, really kind of stands in their truth. People might disagree with this person. People might not understand, but without obviously getting annoyed, without any aggression, without any kind of defensiveness, the Hangman still stays in that state of own self-belief, even though there's a lesson there. And what comes from that, with the balance coming in from an external situation, you get recognized for your mindset, you get recognized for the way that you're thinking about things. Whereas before, it could have been not there, could have evaded you. People could have just not understood you, this, that, and the other. But now, it's almost like, oh, people are going to go towards your way of thinking. Do you know why? Because you just let things play out. You just let things be. We don't have to be defensive all the time. 6 of Wands is wonderful. If this is with regards to a job, you get victory on some level with regards to your efforts, okay? Promotion could be on the cards, but I'm not seeing it massively here at the moment. But it's not a fast-moving energy. And what I do want to say with the 6 of Wands, whilst it's coming in and it's a great card to have, do not stay in that victory moment. Keep moving forward because it's a minor energy. It's very, very changeable. But the fact that you've got the Star coming in to help you is phenomenal, I want to say, because it's finding that beautiful spiritual and physical balance which leads you to where you need to be. I feel a lot of you are going through a spiritual transformation. A lot of you are taking a step back, assessing situations, assessing yourself, assessing the people around you, but you're not being vocal with it, you're doing it silently, okay? But this is great. This is a great combination. Underneath you, which is going to be the future you. Let's see what is coming up. So you got the 5 of Swords. Kind of contradicts the Hangman here. This energy is completely different. It's like oil and water. So what I want to say to you, whilst people may start to see your point of view, situations might start to work in your favor because of the star energy coming up here, don't be easily swayed by pettiness. Don't be easily swayed by people's egos, because you've done a lot of self-work here. And the way the universe works, it gives you what you want, but it'll also give you a little bit of what you don't want, just to see how far you've come with these lessons. You don't want to go through the hangman energy to end up feeling like this. Drop the swords, guys, is what I want to say. Don't necessarily feel that you need to have the last word. Don't necessarily feel you need to prove your point. You have nothing to prove, okay? I think also is when you get what you wish for, whatever that is, there's going to be a bit of like mocking, and not in a nasty way, but almost like people might joke around or play down or water down your achievements here, leading to you feeling like you need to be the Five of Swords, defensive, okay? But remember, this energy here, he doesn't prove anything. He stays silent. He stays within his convictions, his own beliefs. This is very vocal. We don't want to do that. So whilst it's in the future, clearly hasn't happened yet, so just be mindful of that. Don't revert back to that minor energy. Keep with that hangman state and stand on your convictions, because it's clearly the right thing to do, because you get rewarded on a karmic level for it, the star. Right. Underneath the star, let's see what is coming up. Ooh. See, somebody is going to be feeling very anxious. Nine of Swords. You're changing. You're changing on a spiritual level. I feel a lot of you are just getting on with it. I feel a lot of you are just getting on with your plans, your visions, your dreams, your goals. And I also feel that you're not becoming accessible the way that you were with previous energies. If that makes any sort of sense. It doesn't have to be on a level. It can be with friends, it could be with family, it could be with absolutely anybody. And where you may have felt defensive before or feel you need to say your bit, you're taking a step back from that, because remember, with the Six of Wands, it's your victory. Somebody won't be able to understand that. Somebody will be wondering about what you're doing. Somebody will be wondering about why you're not checking in, asking how they are. It's causing them a lot of anxieties. Sometimes though, guys, if you were that person that was always accessible because you wanted something to happen, or you could see the potential in something, that doesn't last a long, long time. And the hangman is learning that lesson. Ultimately, making this person think, oh, I don't know what to do about that now. And I think hindsight, as I say, is a wonderful thing. You know, some people can be absolutely fine whilst you're playing the role that they want. And this doesn't have to be like, again, relationships. It can be roles at work. The minute you start to say, no, I'm not actually going to be doing those hours or helping out because I'm looking after myself, stresses from an external situation. It's not your problem now. I feel you've done enough, guys. Now is your time. Also, what I want to say with the Five of Swords, with the Nine of Swords, you know, when I said drop the swords, what I mean by that is don't have the last word, because you don't want to give power to an external situation where you don't need to give it power. When you drop the swords and don't react, they're not getting the reaction that they want. It was 1444 as I said that, which is 444, which is a highly powerful number. It's a number of balance for a start. guys, you're going through something. I'll tell you now. There's some lessons that are quite hard because you're having to change in order to empower yourself. Underneath the Six of Wands. You're the Magician. Amazing. Underneath the Six of Wands is the Magician. Where your victory starts, you clearly don't stay there. You carry on being your own champion, doing your own thing, evolving, and then you end up being a magician. We want to see this. Look at this beautiful story. From assessing, learning a lesson, standing in your own spiritual conviction without having to prove yourself to anyone or anything, you end up having all the tools you need to get where you need to be. You do not lack when you're the magician. You're in abundance. But all that abundance even, is from what you've created. So you should be very proud of yourself. And it won't be something that's come easily because of all this external situation. Yes, we have the Star coming up here, but this is more of a karmic wish to give you that stepping stone of where you need to be, because you deserve it because of this Hangman energy. The only thing that's coming up is this Five of Swords coming up here. So this is more of a heads up because it's in the future. So just be mindful how you react to certain criticisms or certain comments and things like that. But if you do that, absolutely fine. If you stay in this Hangman state, sorry guys, but the external situation here, whoever that is going to have to deal with it. I'm not seeing you being nasty here. I would see that. I'm seeing you owning your truth. Whatever it is, your vision, your goal that you want to see is extremely obtainable. I think if you do feel you've been put upon or taken for granted, that all changes. And it all changes because you've taken a step back with this Hangman energy. There's a lot of self-power here. I like it. Okay, so let's see an overall clarifier. Thank you. Look at you. You are the Queen of Wands. So we have the Six of Wands here. Your victory. And then you're the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, guys, does not have something because she needs it. She has something because she wants it. There is a complete difference. There is a massive transition between wanting something, needing something to fill a void, whatever that is, eliminating that, and doing something, having something because you want it. You're switching up, you're changing your game. Beautiful. You're getting on, honestly, you are just getting on with your own groove. You're doing your own thing. You're on your own train. People want to hop on that train. It's up to them, but you're not waiting around anymore. Yeah. Knowledge. That owl there signifies wisdom. It's number 5, and we've got the Five of Swords here. So just be more in tune, guys, with how you react to certain lower energies, okay? Knowledge is key. The Magician has all the knowledge, has all the tools. It's on its way to you. It's all within you anyway. You know that because you're the Hangman. I feel you're the one lighting your own fire. We'll see. Let's see what colour card comes out. Yeah. Look how these all just connect. you've got magenta, and it says connect to your deepest inner knowing. Your deepest inner knowing is here. The first card. You know. You know what you should do. You know how you should not act. You know how you should act. That train journey that you're going on, you're the one deciding how that's going to map out, what direction you're going to go in, what stops you're going to make. You're the magician. You end up being the magician. You start off with a major, you end with a major. You have all the tools you need, guys. Remember that. No matter what external situation tries to bring that down, and you might get challenged by that, but you're stronger than what you know. You're more knowledgeable than what you know. Embrace it. You're the magician. Anyway, that is that. I hope that made some sense for you. If not, then that's cool. Watch me on Tuesday, because I will be doing one in the evening. You take care, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening, whatever you're doing. So stay safe, stay uplifted. Just bear this in mind, and look after yourselves. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Take care now.